You're now watching Colorado State University's student-run campus television, Channel 25, weeknights from 8 to midnight.
For Tuesday, March 30th, 2004, you're watching CTV News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Ashley Hauser.
And I'm Dominic Garcia.
A grass and brush fire is burning off of Highway 14 in Poudre Canyon tonight. It began just before noon today and has been quickly spreading.
There are dozens of firefighters on the scene, and the fire is only currently 30% contained. This map right here gives you an idea of the location of the fire. It's about 2.5 miles from Ted's Place, just north of Fort Collins, off of Highway 285. The fire is being called the Picnic Rock Fire, named after the popular recreational area where the fire began. You see mostly smoke here, and there are a lot of flames, but CTV was not allowed to get close enough to get the pictures of the actual fire. The fire has already blazed across 50 acres of land.
It's reportedly started by the people who live on the property. They were burning some debris and trash, and the winds kicked up and it got a little out of control on them.
Authorities say the resident might face criminal charges. Meanwhile, firefighters continue to battle the fire and plan to be there all night. Campus Television will bring you more on this developing story.
2 more women tonight claim that they have been sexually assaulted by University of Colorado football players, bringing the total number of allegations to 10. The new reports were made by Rape Crisis Center Executive Director Janine DeAnnabal, who stated that the women have been assaulted within the last 3 months. She also did not say whether or not the 2 women plan on bringing forth their allegations to the police. The investigating committee is meeting for the 5th time since being formed to look over thousands of documents relating to the scandal. CTV will bring you more updates about this on Thursday.
A senior administration official says that the White House will allow National Secretary Advisor Condoleezza Rice to testify before the commission investigating the September 11th terrorist attacks. She will testify in public and under oath. The White House has resisted letting Rice appear in public, arguing that it would be a violation of executive privilege. The senior official also says that the commission must assure the White House that Rice's appearance will not set a precedent. The commission will be allowed to meet privately with both President Bush and Vice President Dick Cheney on similar conditions.
Madeleine Albright was the 64th U.S. Secretary of State during the Clinton administration and continues to be very involved in the U.S. foreign relations and advocacy. And tomorrow night she will speak to a sold-out crowd at 8 p.m. in Moby Arena.
It's election season here at CSU. A debate was held for candidates for ASCSU President and Vice President last week in the Lori Student Center Theater. If you missed the debate, you can catch them tomorrow night right here on CTV from 10 to midnight. The voting will take place next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
It's only a month and a half away for seniors here at Colorado State. That's right, it's graduation, and many students are beginning to find out exactly what it takes to find that perfect job. With graduation just around the corner, many students are wondering whether or not the job market is hopeful for them. Students are also finding out that who they know can sometimes be the best bet for them to find that first job out of college.
Connections are probably the best help to get a job. Most people who find a job really quickly have either been interning for the company for several years or know a professor who hooks them up with a company.
The Career Center located in Ammons Hall is a great place to go and find out where your best fit would be in the job market. Counselors there are here to help all students with any of their concerns and questions about finding that great job.
Frequently, companies will use internships as a way to hire somebody full-time because it gives the student a chance to try the company out as well as the company a chance to try the student out.
With graduation just a couple of months away, many students are finding out whether or not the job market is going to be good to them or not.
I actually had a really easy time. It was easier than I thought it was going to be. So I made a couple contacts through the career fair, and then a few of them were just personal reference.
Until then, students should begin to prepare their resumes as well as networking for the future. Graduation is scheduled to begin May 14th and end on Saturday, May 15th.
Well, some of you students may have noticed all the festivities on the plaza today, whether it was the free food, fun games, or the helpful information that was being handed out. There was a little something for everyone. The organization CAM Ventures put on the fun and games to raise student awareness about how to manage their credit and the dangers of credit cards if not properly used. It's no wonder the event had a great turnout. CAM Ventures provided everything from free food and jousting to riding oversized scooters. However, before students could participate, they had to answer a couple trivia questions about credit.
Yeah, they have to go. They have to at least answer, go through 4 of the tables and answer a question on each table before they can do games and stuff. So I think it's been good. Most people have known the answers, and we've been able to give them other info just to help them out. So.
Unfortunately, this was the last event that CAM Ventures is putting on this year, but seeing the success of this one, hopefully there will be more to come.
This week, CSU is host to Disability Awareness Week. This year's theme is Expanding Opportunities and Elevate Abilities, which is focused on giving people with disabilities the opportunities to be participating members in their communities.
Well, it comes down to why we're doing it, is to give people more awareness that people with disabilities exist and that they can contribute and that they're just like everybody else. They just have a disability.
This week's events include workshop, lectures, and tonight's keynote speaker, Christy Smith, the first deaf contestant on Survivor, will give a presentation from 7 to 9 p.m. in the East Ballroom of the Laurie Student Center. As for the rest of this week's events, on Wednesday from 10 to 11, there will be a presentation about the brain and learning disabilities in room 216 of the Laurie Student Center. And on Thursday, a slideshow presentation and discussion about what does and does not convey elevating attitudes about people with disabilities. This will be at the same time in room 222 of the Laurie Student Center. For more information regarding the rest of the events going on this week, you can call 491-6385 or go to www.coloradostate.edu. Coming up next on CTV News, the proposed fees for Horsetooth Reservoir have been postponed, but not for good just yet.
And we'll have a feature story on one of our very own professors right here at Colorado State coming up next.
From Colorado State University, Dominic Garcia, Ashley Hauser, Brooke Shaletowitz, and Rachel Regalato. You're watching Campus Television News.
Call the Center for Drug and Alcohol Prevention and the Center for Health Promotion and quit gambling with your life.
Agent Classifieds, how may I help you?
Place it, find it, buy it, sell it, rent it. All this and more with the Rocky Mountain Collegian Classifieds, as low as $4.50 a day. Call 491-1686, 491-1686.
Well, today was another beautiful day here in Fort Collins with temperatures hovering in the high 60s all day. Tonight you can expect temperatures to be in the mid-30s, but tomorrow spring's at it again, bringing us a beautiful, partly cloudy day with temperatures reaching all the way up to 75 degrees. We have new developments regarding Horsetooth Reservoir fees tonight for you. The meetings have been so successful to fight the fees that they are planning another meeting at Avogadro's number tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Anyone who is interested should attend the meeting.
Colorado State University is honoring Cesar Chavez's long struggle for the rights of migrant farm workers, along with other workers as well. Chavez's impact is felt by people who never worked in the fields or heard the charismatic civil rights leader speak.
Colores me gustan a mí. De Colores is a song that reminds me of why we're celebrating Cesar Chavez Day. It's a song that talks about unity. It's a song that talks about different colors, literally in English. that have got to be united.
I think that his work definitely impacts people today, gives them hope, and rightfully what they deserve. Hardworking people definitely need a union, definitely need health care and a decent wage.
For me, Cesar Chavez has helped me by instilling a sense of motivation and just a sense of hope to overcome oppression, and to just tells me that, you know, you can make you can make change in the world and stuff like that just through his non-violent, peaceful approach at protests.
The struggle still very much continues on an everyday basis, every day and all over the world. So it's not only something that Cesar Chavez just had an impact in a region, because his message spread everywhere, and that message needs to continue to be put out there.
Okay, great. Go ahead. El Centro Student Services is putting on several different events to commemorate his death more than 1 decade ago. The events include a clothing drive through March 31st, a photography exhibit through April 16th, an information display in the Sunken Lounge tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m., and lastly, a performance by Su Teatro tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the Student Center Theater. This week, CTV is featuring a teacher who has captured the attention of many different types of students.
Washington are actually known as Bookerites because from 1895 until his death in 1915,
this is Blaine Harding. He is a professor here at Colorado State University. He teaches African American history courses and is also the dean of the College of Liberal Arts. If you mention the name Blaine Harding here on the campus of Colorado State University, you will find that most students know exactly who he is. Many students who take his classes find them very challenging, but they keep coming back for more.
Teacher, I would never say that he's one of those teachers you can just get by slacking in his class. And for people to take so many of his classes when they're really hard, you know he's a great teacher. You know it's because he cares and he wants to make sure you're learning, and he wants you to be a better student.
Blaine says he loves teaching students about topics that they might not get from a regular history class, as well as learning from the students at the same time.
I really like teaching for probably 2 reasons. Number one, I like the subject matter. I really like history, and I like the topics and the subjects that I teach in class. And probably just as important is I really like the students, and I enjoy the students. They do a real nice job. They work really hard. They're interested in the material, in part because the material itself is interesting, but also because they've never heard it before.
Blaine Harding is a teacher that most students will remember for a lifetime.
I think students just stimulate the whole academic atmosphere here at CSU. I just think they're wonderful.
Interrupting the people in the other classes.
Harding has been teaching here at CSU for 13 years.
Well, Brooke now joins us here for some sports. Brooke, I was walking around the other day and I saw the football team already starting to practice.
Yeah, that's right, and you're probably not the only one that saw them out there. This weekend, spring training began for the team. Coming up next in sports, I will tell you what the CSU football team hopes to accomplish during spring training, and we'll also have a look at some other spring sports that are in action right now. Stay tuned.
Student Center is the place to be. It's the place for taking care of business and the place to buy and sell textbooks. It's the place for staying connected, student organizations, leadership programs, and more, all right here. It's the place to eat. It's the place for entertainment. There's always something happening at the LSC. Movies, art exhibits, and special performances. Check it out online. The Lori Student Center is definitely the place to be.
Watching Emmy Award-winning campus television, winner of the 2003 Heartland Regional Emmy Award for Outstanding Student Achievement.
And now, CTV Sports with Brooke Shaletowitz.
Yes, it's true. CSU basketball is done for the season, but that doesn't mean that nothing is happening in our world of sports. In fact, several spring sports are currently in full swing, including football training. This past weekend, the football team took to the field for the first time since last December. During spring practice, the Rams will complete 15 total practices. On Saturday, Justin Holland officially took command of the Rams offense in their first set of workouts. He has been Bradley Van Pelt's understudy for the past 2 seasons and will now be asked to step up and fill the starting quarterback position. Along with filling the QB spot, the Rams will be replacing 8 starters on defense and 3 on the offensive side. CSU will be looking to get these players comfortable in their new positions in preparation for what could be the most difficult schedule in school history. Overall, the football team says they're happy to be back on the field.
I think the number one goal for the spring ball is no big plays. We went over our stats from like last year and since 2000, my freshman year, and like our averages were all about the same, but we just gave a lot more big plays this year. So that's our number one goal, is to get rid of some of the big plays.
It feels great. I kind of have a renewed enthusiasm about football, just being out there again and just being the number one quarterback. It's just, I'm having a lot of fun out there. We're doing a lot of new stuff, so I think everybody's having a good time right now, but it's only the first day.
What do you take away from Sam?
Going from the field to the courts now, the tennis team has had a very successful season. This far, after being on the road for the past half of the schedule, they finally came back home to hold down the fort this week. On Saturday, Dasha Zurin and her partner Emily Kircham served it up against Wyoming. Their 8-3 doubles match win helped the CSU team to earn the doubles point. During singles play, Kircham kept things going by cruising to an easy win over her opponent in the number 2 singles spot. By the end of the evening, Colorado State walked away with a 5-2 win over the Cowgirls. This afternoon, the women were back on the courts as they hosted a match against the University of Northern Colorado. The Rams began the day by winning all of their doubles matches. In solo play, freshman Emily Kircham was at it again. She handed a bagel to her number 2 singles opponent and extended her winning streak to 7. Junior Titania Ugorich also defeated her opponent. Neither player has lost a match in the entire month of March. At the end of the day, the Rams had pulled off an easy 7-0 win over UNC. The tennis team will look to keep their 4-match winning streak alive when they travel to New Mexico this weekend, while in Albuquerque they will meet up with the Air Force Falcons on Saturday. Match time is set for 10 a.m. Then on Sunday they will serve it up against New Mexico at 1 in the afternoon. Tennis is not the only sport currently in action. The track and field team opened up their outdoor season this past weekend as they hosted the Rob Upton Invitational. In the all-day event, both the men and the women came out ahead of the pack. On the track, CSU got off to a running start. During the meet, the team broke 4 records. C-State senior Bill Mitchell was in on the record-breaking performance. He finished the 5,000-meter event with a time of 14 minutes and 43.98 seconds. Freshman Magnus Los also set a school record with his performance in the shot put. On the women's side of things, CSU got things done. They won several running events, including the 200 and 400-meter dashes. Several women also met or surpassed the regional qualifying mark in their field events. By the end of the day, the CSU women had won the meet with a score of 241.5 points. The men also came out victorious. They finished with 255.5 points on the day. Up next, the track and field team will run on over to Greeley for the Tom Bennett Classic on Saturday. The University of Northern Colorado will be hosting the event. And what sports segment would be complete without mention of the NCAA tournament? Just in case you haven't been paying attention, we are down to the Final Four. This coming weekend, the champion will be decided, and college basketball will officially be done for the season. As usual, there were lots of upsets and surprises in this year's tournament. On Saturday, 2 more teams will be eliminated, and the Final Four will be no more. Georgia Tech is set to tip off against Oklahoma State, while UConn will meet up with Duke. Both games should be exciting, as we are down to the best of the best in college hoops.
Well, it seems like there's a lot going on, and I have been paying close attention to the tournament, and it has been nothing but exciting, to say the least.
Yeah, it has been a very exciting tournament. It has definitely lived up to all of the hype that surrounds March Madness.
Well, coming up next in entertainment, Rachel will give us a glimpse of this weekend's fashion show.
Hello, I'm Dexter Yarbrough, Chief of Police of the Colorado State University Police Department. The CSUPD is a full-service law enforcement agency devoted to the welfare of the university community. We work hand in hand with our students, faculty, and staff to promote the educational and occupational experiences of all. For further information, feel free to contact us at 491-6425. And also, we're located here on campus in Green Hall. Thank you.
And now, CTV Entertainment with Rachel Regalado.
Well, this weekend wasn't just the last weekend in March, it was a weekend for fashion and fun. The Design and Merchandising Department kicked off their annual spring fashion show on Sunday, and I was there to check it all out.
Spring is in the air and so is fashion at CSU. The annual Student Design Fashion Show kicked off Sunday with a tornado of colors, fabrics, accessories, and of course runway models. The fashion show was entitled Fashion Tempest, A Storm of Fashion.
It's called Fashion Tempest, and basically the reason for that is because we have so many different designers out there and different kinds of design lines. It's like a storm of just different facets of fashion.
The show featured original designs by 29 seniors in the College of Applied Human Sciences Department of Design and Merchandising. The original pieces featured everything from women's evening and casual wear to men's casual wear, as well as children's ballet costumes.
Basically, it's for the seniors. It's our capstone class, and so in the fall semester, we all get together, and our assignment is to create a design line from inspiration all the way to the finished package. We do a photo shoot. We have to present to a jury panel to see if it passes jury for the fashion show.
The Design and Merchandising Department is the only 4-year program in apparel design in Colorado. CSU offers students the opportunity to develop their skills and expertise by the use of computer-aided textile and apparel design software, which is used by leading companies in the apparel industry.
Many students don't realize that CSU has a Design and Merchandising Department, and seniors in the concentration are showing faculty and staff just what they can expect for the future of fashion.
The show also gave students experience in special event planning. It was a night of futuristic fashion and inspired design.
There's a lot. This is a whole different array. So, I mean, from little kid ballet to like Cirque du Soleil to just going out in the evening to like something you'll see in the future. It's a lot of different. It's a wide range of clothes.
The show was completely produced by students and supported entirely by revenue generated from ticket sales and donations from the community. Well, it's time to dust off any treasures you have and clean out your junk drawers and bring them to be appraised at the annual Fort Collins Symphony Guild's Antique Fair Attics and Heirlooms. Antique appraisals will be offered for $10, and you will be able to see more than 30 antique dealers and their wares. Benefits go to the Fort Collins Symphony Orchestra. Antiques and Heirlooms will be held Saturday and Sunday, April 3rd and 4th at the Lincoln Center. Lunch will be available and tickets are $4 at the door, which opens at 10 a.m. For more information, you can contact Debbie Hamilton at 226-1622. Well, back in the spotlight is our very own CSU idol, minus Simon, of course. Reporter Sam Anderson was there to capture the unique voices of CSU students in the first 4 rounds of competition.
When I'm lost in the rain, yeah, I wanna dance with somebody who loves me. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster. I'll be alright, it's safe to say. 'Cause just like your love, this is only a phase. 'Cause I've been down. Oh, this could get messy, but you don't seem to mind. Oh, don't go telling everybody. Oh. Why do you fill me up, buttercup baby? Just
Out of the 12 contestants, 2 will be eliminated this Friday, but it may be harder than you think, according to one of the judges.
To be quite frank with you, I thought that the performers tonight were better than some of the performers I've seen on national television. And that could be, having something to do with the selection process, but certainly the performers were very, very well prepared.
The competition continues this Friday, April 2nd, and the next 2 Fridays, April 9th and 16th. All performances are held in the Laurie Student Center Ramskeller starting at 7 p.m. Each week, contestants will be eliminated until just one lucky idol is standing. Make sure you come and vote for your favorite CSU idol.
Rachel, those outfits at the fashion show last night were pretty creative looking.
Oh, they're very interesting. All the students designed them. They have their own labels, and it's just they're out of this world, some of the designs.
It's pretty neat. All right, we will be right back.
Students making 11,000 bike trips a day. Bicycle safety is important on the CSU campus. CSU Bike Patrol officers work to maintain safety and regulate bicycle traffic. They need your help. Obey all posted signs. Make sure you have a light on your bike at night. Walk your bike in dismount zones. Yield to pedestrians at all times. By doing these things, you will be maintaining bicycle safety at CSU. For more information, call 491-6425.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ramblers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday night. Welcome to the Ramblers. I am Travis Huntington.
I'm Tyler Kraus.
I'm Chris Dittmer. A great game this weekend.
Another huge game for the Rams.
Don't forget to tune in to the Ramblers every Tuesday night from 6 to 8 right here on 90.5 KCSU.
One radio, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 0 commercials. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
90.5 KCSU.
90.5.
This is your student-run radio.
It is your student-run radio station.
On your FM dial. Run by students, for students. It's 90.5 KCSU.
Like to congratulate all the winners of the Society of Professional Journalists Awards. CTV was awarded 6 different awards and an honorable mention. One of the awards was a first place award for sports photography. Congratulations again to all the winners.
Well, thanks for joining us this evening. Make sure to tune in to CTV for all your local news, sports, and entertainment. Have a great night.
Good night.
You told us?
For news, sports, and entertainment, you're watching Campus Television, Channel 25, weeknights from 8 to midnight.